Well, definitely my album, whenever it does release, is going to be titled Honorable Mention. You know, right now, I have literally over 100 songs recorded. So, May 15th, 3 of my songs will be released digitally, all over the web. They'll be available on iTunes for download. I'll have ringtones. Actually, I'm shooting my first music video this Friday. It's going to be an independent video for a song that I have on my page called Your Fault. And Your Fault will pretty much be my first and leading single, which also will release in that 3-pack on May 15th. So that's pretty much what I'm preparing for. We actually got my masters turned in today and my artwork to go ahead and move forward. And we're going to try to service it to radio also. And when we get the video done, service the video to, you know, your MTVs and BETs. And really just try to do this like a true independent label and get behind it and push it. Well, on producer-wise, I'm a huge fan of Kanye, of course. I like what Pharrell is doing, and not necessarily from the hip-hop aspect. I like to kind of get with them and create a new sound, you know, kind of like what Timbaland did with Justin Timberlake. Like, Timbaland is a known producer. He's hot, but when he got with Justin Timberlake, it was like he was a brand new producer because the music totally took a turn. Like the big names and let them get a feel for me and I get a feel for them, and then we just create something totally fresh. Like, I would love to do that. Definitely production. I've started trying to produce, and I hear beats in my head, but I don't know how to work the equipment quite well yet. I think that, you know, if I ever do get burned out on just writing or just performing, I definitely probably pick up some instruments. I could see myself learning how to play the guitar. I could see myself learning how to play the drums. Maybe even every instrument, but I think if I started somewhere, I'd probably start with the guitar because I'm already a little bit familiar with it, and then the drums. I definitely think my next step will probably be production on beats and stuff, and then after that, I'll probably go deeper into the directing and, you know, so on and so forth. Um, you know, I hate doing this because then, you know, I feel like, you know, I got to live up to that. But, honestly, I would say MC Light. And that's not because of what I think, that's because of what other people have said. But I'd say MC Light in the sense of her sense of humor, her character. She didn't sell sex when she was out. She was just a true MC. She was a true musician, and that's why she still has a presence today like she does as far as the respect that she gets. She never sold out per se or traded herself for anything. She was herself, and she presented herself to the world as MC Light, and that's who she was taken as, and that's what she was respected for. So I definitely have a great amount of respect for her, and I'm a fan of her music too. I listen to all of her records and stuff, so I go with MC Light. Yeah, I have a deep respect for Solange, and one thing that we have stayed away from, both of us, is like, you know, a lot, like people know, like if you come to Houston and you know us, it's like in a social, like everyone knows it's my best friend, but in the music business, like, you know, in the beginning, Solange, before she decided to do her new record, she was like pushing my project, like she was telling people, this is my artist, like I manage her, blah, 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 like she was really involved. And of course, it's going to be a conflict of interest if she's going to do a record too. So we've kind of stayed away from that. But as far as the way we handle each other, we're just like each other's biggest fans. Like she has a show here, I literally am front row singing all the words like I'm at a J concert. Vice versa, like you'd be shocked. Like all of my shows, I mean, up until just recently when both of us have gotten really busy, but like I'm shooting, like for example, I shoot my video on Friday and she's shooting hers on Thursday and Friday. So like for the first time ever, I won't be at her shoot or vice versa. She won't be at mine. But it's no competition. It's just really more so like I believe in her. I know her potential more than she does sometimes. And so I'm really just grateful, you know, to have a friend where, you know, a lot of times you see people like Dame and Dame who were friends for so long, and because people start to feel like, okay, you're outshining me, but at no point has that ever been the case. You know, Solange has been successful for many years in comparison to me, but even when she was out on the road as a dancer for Destiny's Child, I was in high school as a regular kid. still grinding, still trying to do me. And when she came home off the road, it wasn't like, hey, you're cooler than I am or nothing. It was just like, it's my sister. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's nothing like that. Like, we're all really, really, really big fans of each other. I mean, especially Solange and I. Like, we're tight. We talk on the phone all the time. I mean, you know, if she's going through something, you know, I come at her. My response is, luckily, I'm educated with the music business, so it's also a great thing because we understand each other. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't come at her like I would do this. You know, I don't listen to her stuff as another artist. I listen to it as a friend, and I apply what I know as an artist, so I'm not ignorant to what she's talking about. We have a kind of a funny relationship to the point where people even said we should put it on TV. Like, we're totally opposites, but in the same sense, we're the same. And like, we'll be around each other for 3 hours, and that fourth hour comes around, you might as well just pull up a chair, because I'm real sarcastic, and she's not. She don't want to crack jokes with me. And everybody else is cracking up laughing at everything I'm doing, and she's like, you're being obnoxious, basically. But it's more like a love, it's like a playful thing, you know what I'm saying?
Baby, I think you need a woman with a swag like mine. He said it called me big and think I banged them dimes. I laughed and told him paper or plastic would be fine. You gotta pass a credit check to stand in line. You told me it ain't tricking when you got it like that. And plus you wanna tap it like a hi-hat. I told him you can't even pay to get a placement on this track. I gotta feel the vibe before I even play it back. Then he said, girl, I'm tryna lick the rapper. I looked him up and down and said, you gotta be dapper and after you gotta back it up. But don't be said, I can make it rain or pivot, I can make it snow. So the nigga tryna come, so of course he gonna run. He told me he can buy the bar, but see I'm a superstar and I own the whole club. So this nigga tryna come, so of course he gonna run. He can buy the bar, but see I'm a superstar and I own the whole club. The daddy say the new chick that is with ain't shit. I say the shit banana, so you probably need a split. He say you from the H, I know you talk a lot of shit. I told him, baby, this is not a movie, please lose the script, baby. You look like my next ex, expect to be dumped soon. He said, you know I want you, when you gon' come through, I doubt I got time to fool around with young men. You can show up at the front door, but can't come in. I'm trying to get some in, I don't like the subway. You wanna get married, the money is my fiance. I like them suit and tie, black enterprise, front page is more like cat, and I'm just on the runway. Young page, chicken on the nut.